I will not unnecessarily increase the speed. So current electricity mein we were doing some special cases. First was the network symmetry and not symmetry circuit. Second was open circuit and short circuit. Second case is open circuit when one of the terminal of any resistor is left hanging or when both the terminals of any resistors are connected together. That's called short circuit. Almost half hour has been wasted. Okay. So I'll make it mandatory from next class onwards. Those who are going to miss the class, please message me or Shishti ma'am. So we will maybe extend class a little bit. पहले open circuit अच्छा नहीं वो तो possibility नहीं because you might be having the other class. Yes. So let's these are the terminals, 4 terminals A, B, C, D. Each resistance is R. Now we have to find the equivalent resistance of this network. So obviously the battery will be connected between 2 terminals only. If we have to find the equivalent resistance between A and B, Bharat, you have attended AP Sir's class for this chapter topic, remaining chapter?
No, sir. That time my internet that time internet doesn't work.
Why not? What is this logic?
Sir, I don't know.
You are in Gurgaon, man. You cannot say that time my network internet does not work. You are not in any some rural
I have to
area.
use my hot. Like sir, take today itself. I got logged off the meeting. I had to rejoin again. I'm using even though my hotspot.
That excuse is not acceptable. I'll talk to your mom in that case. Maybe you might be playing games and all, exhausting the whole internet quota. But you are missing class because you don't have internet access at that time. This is ridiculous. Being in a Gurgaon, like
Today, okay sir. Then I'll come today for AP sir's class.
even if you miss, you have supposed to see the recordings. But there's nothing like live class. And when he will teach a topic, only then my lecture will be making more sense. Right. So here for C and D, they are left open. Only one side of resistor is connected to the circuit, other side is open. So these two resistors current will not draw because current cannot disappear on its own. These two resistors we will remove. This will be the open terminal. The remaining circuit is only. Now why I'm saying, because like this problem school is asking the whole chapter, but we haven't covered in this lecture, is solved only by that purpose. This year we have made it little more streamlined, that sir will take initial part, the basic part and the theoretical part for you to understand and write school level exam. And then I will take those DPPs and so many numerical questions. So that's how it is going to help when you attend both. By any chance you are not able to attend the live class, you should attend the recorded class. Correct? Okay, fine. So इसमें C and D is open, COD को हटा दिया, बाकी बन गए R, 3R and R in parallel, that become 3R by 4, 3R by 4, R and R. If you attend both the classes, CBSE more than 95 and JEE main selection, both are guaranteed. And obviously after that you have to do the self practice, that terms and condition apply. So 3R by 4 and these R and R in series. How much it become? 11R by 4? 11R by 4. Yes. Pranay, how are you?
Sir, I'm fine, sir.
ऑनलाइन क्लास में कम्युनिकेशन बहुत कम हो गया यार, ये प्रॉब्लम है। एक तो आई शेयर द स्क्रीन तो कुछ दिखता भी नहीं है, क्या चल रहा है बेटा?
You can make us all turn our cameras on.
हाँ,
So you can make us all turn our cameras on, that way because we'll be more obliged to talk.
no, but I won't be able to see you now, that's the problem. Then I have to log in with other device to see your faces. So I am creating that setup. I am trying to LED panel and all, maybe within a month or so it will be in that mode like Byju's and Unacademy. But yeah, hopefully within a month we will have that setup also. Right. So अब now second case is short circuit. मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है शायद हमने लास्ट क्लास में किया था. अगर किया है तो अच्छी बात है, नहीं किया then it's fine. Let's do it again. Find the equivalent resistance between A and B in the following circuit. So this second example is for short circuit. A and B are here. R. थोड़ा सा ज्यादा हो रहा है आप लोगों की क्लासेस, but it will be very helpful in the end. So even if you have to go give little bit more time, it's perfectly fine to suffer in the beginning than at the end. अब इस सर्किट को करने के लिए क्या एग्जांपल, क्या तरीका किया था हमने, that there are some resistors and some wires. So this is also the case, circuits having extra connecting wire. सर्किट में अगर एक्स्ट्रा वायर्स होते हैं, वायर हैव जीरो रेजिस्टेंस. Zero resistance means zero potential difference. Zero potential difference, so both the terminals will be at same potential. So if it is A, this will also become A. Likewise, if we take this point as 1, it is connected to here also 1 and here also 1, because in both the sides there is no resistance. This is just a connecting wire. That connecting wire makes same potential. So ऐसे सर्किट को हम redraw करते हैं by taking points A and B at the ends and 1 in between. Now draw each resistance. पहला resistance A और 1 के बीच में, that is R. Second resistance is between A and 1, that is also R. Third resistance is also between A and 1. So there are these three resistors. Now if we see this resistor R, the circled one, this is between point 1 and 1. So since both the terminals are joined together, this will be like short circuited. Short circuit means potential difference 0, and that will always be guaranteed if both the ends of both the terminals of any resistors are joined together. 1 to B, there is one more resistor, and that resistor is R. So here these three resistors R. These two resistors R and R in parallel. This become R by 3. This become R by 2. Both are in parallel, series. R by 3 plus R by 2. This is 5R by 6. And this particular resistance is short circuited. Right? Understood this?
Yes.
Very good. Next case tha the infinite ladder circuit. All the special cases that we had done in the capacitor, it is this similar cases, only the formula is opposite. So पहला तो ये था when it goes to infinity, when the same step is being repeated till infinity, R to R, R to R, R to R. This is going to infinity. We have to find the equivalent resistance between A and B. Logic was infinity minus 1 is infinity. So here also the resistance between A and B. If you cut one ladder and jump to point P and Q, the circuit beyond P to Q is exactly similar to circuit from AB. Since it will have the same resistance, equivalent resistance between A and B and equivalent resistance between P and Q is going to be same, because infinity में से अगर हम एक ladder cut भी करते हैं one ladder is cut from infinity, infinitely long ladder, the overall resistance will still be same. Infinity minus 1 is infinity. So AB equivalent resistance between A and B is R equivalent. Same will be the resistance between P and Q. Rahul, Mr. Rahul,
Yes, sir.
बेटा आपके एग्जाम
Yes,
कब है
sir.
यूटी?
सर मेरा 29th को है फिजिक्स का.
सिलेबस
सर करंट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी.
द होल चैप्टर.
यस सर, बस यही है.
और इसके पहले वाला चैप्टर नहीं है, इलेक्ट्रो फील्ड एंड पोटेंशियल एंड दोस, ओनली थर्ड
सर वो
चैप्टर?
वाला हो गया, फर्स्ट ड्यूटी में हो गया वो.
नाइस. You didn't update your marks, so it's okay. I hope it would have been good. Yes. How was it?
No sir, they weren't good.
You are attending sir's classes, AP sir's classes? Rahul?
सर अभी तो नहीं सर.
क्यों?
सर एक्चुअली मैं सेल्फ स्टडी कर रहा था.
सेल्फ स्टडी से होता तो दुनिया कर लेती बेटे.
नहीं सर, एक्चुअली काफ़ी सब्जेक्ट्स में थोड़ा पीछे था तो वो पढ़ रहा था उस टाइम पे.
पीछे के लिए आएगा छोड़ दोगे तो फिर वो तो और भी छूटता ही जाएगा ना. जो पीछे का उसके लिए आपको एक्स्ट्रा टाइम निकालना पड़ता है. फ्रॉम योर schedule you have to find extra time for covering backlog. जो करंट चल रहा है वो आप छोड़ते जा रहे हो. यस. हाँ बेटा बोलो, किसी ने कुछ कहा
सर मैं
शायद.
कर लूँगा, जैसे मैं कवर कर दूँगा.
Now are you saying something?
No, sir, I'm not.
Okay. बेटा कर लूंगा ये थोड़ा होप वाला स्टेटमेंट है. दिस इज नॉट एन एक्शन प्लान. हो जाएगा, कर लूंगा. You should make a concrete plan because you know when you miss a class, self पढ़ने में उस चीज को समझने में बहुत टाइम लगता है और एनर्जी लगती है. And then we get frustrated. ये समझ नहीं आ रहा है. जब आप क्लास के साथ पढ़ते हो, it takes hardly 30-40 minutes. R equivalent to R equivalent plus 2R is equal to 2R square. ये बात समझ रहे हो ना?
यस सर.
Always try to do it with the class. जो पुराना छूटा है उसके लिए आपको एक्स्ट्रा टाइम निकालना पड़ेगा to cover the backlog. R equivalent is R plus minus root, so it become 9R square. 9R square root is 3R, so that becomes 2R. Equivalent resistance of this circuit is 2R. So I hope it should not be anything new because we have done similar question for the capacitor also. Ditto same method we are using. Right? Okay. अब इसमें थोड़े से कुछ नए टाइप के सर्किट भी देख लेते हैं. इनफाइनाइट वाले केसेस में देयर सम मोर वेरिएशन. ये तो हमने कर रखे थे, वो वाले थे कुछ. सपोज देयर इज अ इनफाइनाइट लैडर बट every ladder resistance is reducing to half of its previous ladder. Means if in the first step the resistance is R and R by 2, in the second it is R by 2 and R by 4, in the third it is R by 4 and R by 8, and this goes on till infinity. Find the equivalent resistance between A and B. So questions में सोचना क्या है, logic how we use that we are going to discuss. equivalent resistance between A and B. Yeah. So logic that we are going to use here is, अगर हम A B को छोड़ के PQ पे jump कर देते हैं, if we jump to P and Q, is the circuit same? No, it's not. But it's similar with every resistance reduced to half of its initial value. P और Q के आगे का जो circuit है, that correction is exactly same. That correction is exactly same. Only the thing is that resistance value, each resistance value has decreased to half of its previous value. इसका मतलब जितना resistance A और B के बीच में था, P और Q के बीच में, that resistance will become exactly half. Equivalent resistance between P and Q is going to be R equivalent by 2. Is this logic clear? Why it became half? क्योंकि हर एक रेजिस्टेंस पहले से हाफ हो गया, so equivalent resistance will also be reduced to half. Equivalent resistance is also reduced to half of its initial value. So A और B के बीच का resistance है R equivalent. Meher, you understood this logic? Meher? 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 क्या 6 में भी कम हो गया क्या? नहीं, कुछ तो बड़ा है. कौन है? रुद्र. Rudra joined very late. Okay. Meher, am I audible? ओके, सो ए और बी के बीच में जो सर्किट है, पी और क्यू से भी एग्जैक्टली सेम सर्किट, बट रेजिस्टेंस इज रिड्यूस्ड टू हाफ ऑफ इट्स इनिशियल वैल्यू, एंड दैट इज व्हाई पी और क्यू के बीच का रेजिस्टेंस हो जाएगा आर इक्विवेलेंट बाय 2. दीज आर इन पैरेलल और इसके साथ आर सीरीज में. सो पैरेलल में फॉर्मूला होता है R1 R2 डिवाइडेड बाय R1 plus R2. That will be equal to R equivalent, right? फिर इसको हम क्वाड्रेटिक बना के सॉल्व कर लेंगे बाय द सेम लॉजिक. वी विल ठीक है सर. ये हो गया इनफाइनाइट लैडर. इनफाइनाइट लैडर में एक केस किया था हमने, जब इन एनी इनफाइनाइट लैडर सर्किट द टर्मिनेटिंग रेजिस्टेंस. बेटा ये समझ में आ गया? दिस लास्ट वन, इसमें बस एक छोटा सा डिफरेंस ये था कि हर एक रेजिस्टेंस की वैल्यू पहले से हाफ हो रही है इन एवरी स्टेप, and that makes the equivalent resistance to become half. If we jump from ladder AB to PQ, equivalent resistance becomes half of its initial value. आगे solve कर लेंगे. Solve for R equivalent. भरत, भरत, यार किसी को मेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही क्या? What is this feel? Anna, are you getting my voice?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay, there is some. My mic is disabled. Okay, okay, fine. बड़े challenges है भाई online classes. But क्या कर सकते हैं? Advantages भी है.
Vaibhav sir,
Yes, बेटा, yes. बोलो बोलो.
sir, you did see now that I got logged off the meeting and I rejoined back.
I can't see, but I yes.
So my internet is genuinely bad.
Oh, because you exhausted in playing the games. I hope so. Is it?
Sir, I don't have any games on my mobile. How can I waste my data on that?
Okay. Then maybe some other place. But anyways, that's not the point to discuss here. It's okay. You should save the data because you have classes to attend. Right, so this is a circuit which is going till infinity, but we have to terminate this circuit by some unknown resistance, by some value of resistance which is unknown yet, so that the equivalent resistance becomes independent of number of loops. We did such questions in the capacitor also, I guess. Find the value of last terminating resistance. Find the value of resistor X so that equivalent resistance between A and B, equivalent resistance between A and B is independent of number of loops in between. Now, how to solve such questions? How to proceed for such questions?
So we'll consider it to be infinite many loops in the tree.
It is infinite, yes, but it is terminating. There are infinite ladders in between, but it is finally terminating to some resistance X. Yeah.
R.
R. जैसे guess.
नहीं किया है
Solve किया है. वो solve क्या करना है? That's the question.
सर.
What is that?
R plus X और 2R जो है वो सीरीज पैरेलल में आ जाएंगे, फिर उनका इक्विवेलेंट X के बराबर.
Right. So ये जो एक loop बन रहा है R X और 2R का, which is going on till the point AB. हम कोई ऐसी वैल्यू चूज कर ले कि एक लूप को सॉल्व करने पे which means X and R in series और उसके साथ 2R. If this gives X again, एक लूप को सॉल्व करने के बाद फिर से अगर हमें वही वैल्यू मिल जाए जो हमने लगाई थी लास्ट में, then that loop in between becomes irrelevant. How many loops are there become independent if after every loop on solving it become X again. So X or R series में it become X plus R, and this and 2R in parallel. So X plus R plus 2R, and that becomes how much? X. That should become X again. Of solving one complete loop, if it becomes X again, that means it is independent of number of loops. So X plus R into 2R is equal to X into X plus 3R. X square plus 3XR plus 2XR, so it becomes plus XR minus 2R square is 0. And now again, if you solve it, become minus B plus minus root B square. You could have tried hidden trial and you may get the answer, but that's not the correct way of doing it. Yeah. Understood the logic?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Let's move further. So next topic is next type of circuit is Wheatstone bridge. But before Wheatstone bridge, we'll do Kirchhoff's law so that we can prove the Wheatstone bridge. We use the Wheatstone bridge, but without proof in the capacitor circuit. Wheatstone bridge. So Wheatstone bridge is a network of 5 resistors. Is a network of 5 resistors in which 4 are along the quadrilateral, fifth sides of a quadrilateral, fifth one is along the diagonal, and battery must be connected to the other diagonal. R1, R2, R3, R4, and R5. So this circuit becomes a balanced Wheatstone bridge if the resistance ratio on either side of the bridge is same. R1 by R2 is equal to R3 by R4. That is called a balanced Wheatstone bridge. Balanced Wheatstone bridge means there will not be any current in the resistance R5 or across the bridge. There is no potential. P and Q are at same potential. That means there will not be any current in R5 और उसको हम circuit से हटा सकते हैं. But now we need to prove this also. R5 can be removed. So to prove this condition of balancing in Wheatstone bridge, we have to first do the Kirchhoff's law for circuits. Kirchhoff law is applied for the circuit, and there are two laws. One is junction law, and another was the loop law. First law, which is also called as junction law. The algebraic sum of all the current meeting at a junction is zero. That is the statement of junction law. At any junction, the total current that enters, suppose I1 and I2 is the current that is entering the junction, and I3 and I4 is the current that is leaving the junction. So I1 plus I2 is equal to I3 plus I4, or we say that algebraic sum of all the current at a junction is zero. The algebraic sum of all the current at any junction is always zero, and the logic is conservation of charge. The algebraic sum of all the currents at a junction. The current coming into the junction is taken positive. The current leaving the junction is taken negative. It is based on the conservation of charge principle. So using this, हमने कैपेसिटर वाले सर्किट में जंक्शन का पोटेंशियल कैलकुलेट किया था. By the similar logic, here also we can calculate the potential of the junction. Total current at any junction, entering at any junction is always 0. So I1 plus I2 will be equal to I3 plus I4. So for example, suppose the current is entering from potential V1 into a resistor, and now it is splitting into two different parts. So V1, and it is going to the two different resistors which ends at the potential V2 and V3. We have to find the potential of this junction O, or maybe current in any one of the resistors. So इसके लिए we'll use the logic from the highest potential V1, V2, V3 में जो सबसे बड़ा होगा वहां से current अंदर आएगी, and the other two might be, let's say, current is going out. So potential V1 is greatest, so I1 is equal to I2 plus I3. I1 is the total current that enters from the first junction. It is V1 minus VO divided by R1. I2 is the current that goes into the second resistor, so VO minus V2 by R2 plus VO minus V3 by R3. We solve this for the value of VO, so VO वाले term को एक side, VO into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 is equal to V1 by R1 plus V2 by R2 plus V3 by R3. So the potential at the junction is V1 by R1 plus V2 by R2 plus V3 by R3 divided by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. This is the formula for potential junction. Junction का potential आ गया तो हम उससे किसी की भी value calculate कर सकते हैं. Second law is called loop law or current law. First law को हम बोलते हैं Kirchhoff's current law. It is also called as KCL. Second is called loop law or voltage law, which is applied for a closed loop. So Kirchhoff's second law is also called as loop law, is also called as voltage law. The logic of second law is that the total potential drop, the net potential drop in a closed loop is always zero. Because closed loop में हम जिस point से start करते हैं, we come back to that point again. The net potential drop the net potential drop across a closed loop is always zero, because the point where we started, we come back to the same point again. Apply करने के लिए we will write the sum of potential difference across each element of a closed loop is always zero. There will be some batteries, some resistors. The sum of potential drop across each resistor is zero. So जैसे हमने वहां पे साइन कन्वेंशन यूज किया था, similarly we have to use a sign convention for the potential difference, because sum has to be positive, sum has to be negative, only then the total summation will become zero. तो किसी भी सर्किट में जब हम किसी बैटरी को क्रॉस करते हैं प्लस टू माइनस, this is the notation that we followed for the capacitor circuit also, and this is the same notation that NCRT also follows. If you cross a battery in the direction of current, then it will be positive. If we cross a battery opposite to the direction of current, then it will become negative. If we cross a battery opposite to the direction of current, opposite to the direction of current, or opposite from negative to positive. If we cross a battery from negative to positive, then it will be taken as negative sign. If we cross a resistor in the direction of current, so हम उसके potential को positive लेंगे plus IR. If we cross a resistance opposite to the current, then we take that potential difference sign to be negative. So when we write equation for any closed loop, we have to follow this sign convention. From the direction positive to negative, or in a battery, we take it positive. From the direction from negative to positive, we take negative. Right? Okay. So एक छोटा सा सर्किट ले लेते हैं, then we'll write in that circuit and we'll try to find out किरचॉफ लॉ की जरूरत कहाँ पड़ती है. It is always required जब किसी सर्किट में multiple batteries हो और multiple loops, and we have to find current in each resistor in the whole circuit. Then we cannot directly calculate it with the help of normal series and parallel. So suppose there are two loops in a circuit and there are two batteries as shown. So for simplicity, हम इसे कुछ value लेते हैं. Let's say this is 10 volt battery. Another one is 20 volt battery, 3 ohm, 2 ohm, 5 ohm, and 10 ohm. So with the help of Kirchhoff's law, find using Kirchhoff's law, find current in each resistor, find potential difference between these 2 points. Using Kirchhoff's law, find current in each resistor. और एक बार हमने हर रेजिस्टेंस में करंट निकाल ली, तो हम पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस निकालेंगे किसी भी दो पॉइंट्स के बीच में सर्किट में. So first step is we have to distribute a current. We'll have to distribute a current. Assume a current distribution. Suppose 20 volt battery supplies current I1, 10 volt battery supplies current I2. Supplies का मतलब पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल से करंट बाहर निकल रही है. So जब बैटरी के पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल से करंट बाहर निकल रही है, तो हम इसको cell की discharging assume करते हैं when it goes inside. Wait, वो तो I1 हो गया शायद. This one is I1 and right side is I2. At the junction from one side I2 is coming, one side I1 is coming, so total current that goes into this 5 ohm resistance is I1 plus I2. Right? There are total 3 loops, but these 2 are the independent loops. हम independent loops के लिए equation लिखते हैं. Equation for loop number 1. We can write this clockwise or we can write this anti-clockwise as per our choice. Loop 1, suppose we start from point A. Battery, जैसे हम जाएंगे इसमें एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, हमने बैटरी क्रॉस की 20 वोल्ट की माइनस से प्लस की तरफ, so it will be minus 20. Then in the direction of current it will be plus 3 I1. Then in the direction of current, so plus 2 I1. Then in the direction of current, so 5 times I1 plus I2, and that is equal to 0. This is the equation for loop 1. Right? बड़े लूप 1 की इक्वेशन आ गई समझ में? क्या किया है? Equation for loop 1, start from point A, come back to the same point again by covering each and every element in the resistor, and since it is coming back to the same point, total resistance 0. So 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 3 10, it is 10 I1 plus 5 I2 is equal to 20, or 2 I1 plus I2 is equal to 4. Equation number 1. Then we write equation for loop 2. Equation for loop 2. Similarly, in equation loop in loop 2, we are going clockwise direction. Say we are going in clockwise direction. Battery we cross from minus to plus. We cross battery from minus to plus, so it become minus 10. Then again 10 ohm resistance we cross in the direction of current, 10 I2. Then in the 5 ohm resistance we cross in the direction of current, so I1 plus I2 is 0. Here it will become 5 I1 plus 15 I2 is equal to 10. I1 plus 3 I2 is equal to 2. That is second equation. Right? So we have two variables and two equations. I1 and I2 are variable, and I1 and I2 are the two equations. We can find it with the help of. Equation solving. Current हम value निकाल लेते हैं. Solve equation 1 and 2 for I1 and I2. On solving, we will get the values of I1 and I2 separately. नीचे वाली इक्वेशन में 2 से मल्टीप्लाई किया तो 2I1 gone, 6 minus 1 5, 8 minus 4. So 4 by 5 is I2. Please check. I am doing it orally. And ऊपर वाले में 3 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, so 12 minus 2, that's 10. 10 by 5, that is 2 ampere. Please check and confirm. We will make one equation from each loop, and then we will solve that equation. Okay.
सर I2 0 और I1 2.
I2 0 0 कैसे? मेरा तो 0 नहीं आ रहा है. अच्छा 0 आएगा. ओके. यस 4 minus 4 0 आ जाएगा. 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करके सो आ गया 2i1 6i2 4 minus. Okay. I2 is 0 and I1 is 2.
2.
So that's how we can solve any circuit. We can solve any circuit. Circuit solving means finding the equation, finding the current in each loop by using the Kirchhoff. So कितना भी बड़ा circuit हो, हमें उतनी जितनी loops हैं उतनी equations लानी पड़ेंगी, and then we can solve by applying the Kirchhoff's law.
सर लॉजिकली I2 0 क्यों आया? मतलब उस लूप में करंट होगी नहीं फिर?
क्योंकि 5 ohm के क्रॉस जो पोटेंशियल है that is also +10, और यहाँ बैटरी में भी 10 लगा हुआ है, तो 10 और 10 मिलके 0 हो गया. Total potential drop, net EMF in the second loop is 0. That 10 and 5 ohm के क्रॉस जो रेजिस्टेंस है, पोटेंशियल है 10 ohm, both are in opposite direction, तो उस लूप में करंट नहीं होगा.
ओके सर.
Net potential drop in that loop is 0. Right? चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. फिर अब हमें करना था किरचॉफ व्हीटस्टोन ब्रिज का proof of Wheatstone bridge balancing condition. Proof of Wheatstone bridge balancing condition. So logic here is किसी भी Wheatstone bridge में when the resistance ratio on both the side is equal, R1 by R2 is equal to R3 by R4, then there will not be any current in R5. But अब हम क्या करेंगे? हम इसको opposite proof करेंगे. We will assume that there is no current in R5, and if there is no current in R5, then we'll get the condition. So we'll prove the reverse. So पहले first step में we will assume that current is present there. ये आ गया I1, this is I2. I1 में से अभी इधर divide हो गए current I3. We will assume the current distribution in each branch, assuming that it is initially unbalanced. So ये R4 वाले में आ गया I2 plus I3, I2 plus I3, I1 minus I3 दोनों मिलके आ गए. Now first we assume that there is a current, and now we will write the equation for each loop. Equation for each loop, and then we assume it to be 0. Right. So for example, write the equation for loop 1. Kirchhoff's law equation for loop 1. Start, let's say, point from point A. तो पहले हम जा रहे हैं I1 रेजिस्टेंस R1 में करंट की डायरेक्शन में, रेजिस्टेंस R5 में करंट की डायरेक्शन में, और R2 में अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में माइनस I2 R2 इज इक्वल टू 0. दिस इज इक्वेशन फॉर लूप 1. Right. Similarly, write the equation for loop 2. Loop 2 is the second loop. The equation for loop 2 in anti-clockwise direction. So here again in the direction of current I3 into R5, in the direction of current, so I2 plus I3 times R4, और R3 में करंट के अपोजिट हो गया ये माइनस I1 minus I3 times R3 is equal to 0. This is equation for loop. Right? अब इन दोनों में अभी हमने assume किया that it is not balanced. When if Wheatstone bridge is balanced, so that means current in R5 will be 0. If Wheatstone bridge is balanced, और उसके लिए हम यहाँ पर एक कुछ गैल्वेनोमीटर टाइप लगा लेते हैं मेजर करने के लिए. So if it is balanced, then I3 will be 0. Put I3 0 in equation number 1 and equation number 2. From equation 1, it will be I1 R1, I3 0 हो गया, minus I2 R2 is equal to 0. I1 R1 is equal to I2 R2. So यहाँ से equation क्या आ गई? I1 R1 is equal to I2 R2. R1 by R2 is equal to I2 by I1. This is equation number 1. Equation 1 में हमने I3 को 0 put कर दिया. We assume that it is 0. Second वाले loop में second equation में if you put I3 equal to 0, from equation 2 I3 into R5, first term becomes 0, I3 into R5 and plus I2 R4 minus I1 into R3 is equal to 0. I2 R4 is I1 R3. R3 by R4 is again I2 by I1. Equation number 3 and equation number 4. So from equation 3 and 4, we can again write that from 3 and 4, R1 by R2 is equal to R3 by R4. और ये किस condition में था? When there is no current in the diagonal. When I3 is 0, R1 by R2 is R3 by R4. So we proved this condition of Wheatstone bridge. Right? So we have proved the Wheatstone bridge with the help of with the help of Kirchhoff's law. R3 R1 by R2. तो Wheatstone bridge में एक और concept होता है conceptually. अगर हम बैटरी और डायगोनल रेजिस्टेंस की पोजीशन इंटरचेंज कर दें, will still remain balanced or the balancing condition will change. R1 by R2 is R3 by R4 and R5. Now suppose in the same circuit, if we interchange the diagonal and this battery, so means R5 is here and battery is here. R1, R3, R2, R4 and R5. तो क्या लॉजिक है? पहले के लिए कंडीशन थी R1 by R2 should be equal to R3 by R4. दूसरे के लिए कंडीशन क्या होनी चाहिए? इसके रेजिस्टेंस के एक तरफ, डायगोनल के एक तरफ है R1 by R3, दूसरी तरफ है R2 by R4 and which is same equation. We just slightly change it. R1 by R2 will be equal to R3 by R4. So which means if we interchange the position of battery and diagonal resistance, still it remain balanced. If we interchange the position of battery and diagonal resistance, still it remains balanced. So Wheatstone bridge circuit mein, even if we exchange the battery and the diagonal, then circuit will remain balanced. Still there will not be any current in the R5. There will not be any current in the diagonal resistance. Okay, so the different type of circuits, we are almost finished with that. All these special cases and diagonal symmetry. Sorry, Wheatstone bridge में एक diagonal symmetry case हमने और किया था, when the circuit has diagonally opposite resistances equal, then we can use that Kirchhoff's law plus diagonal symmetry. Wheatstone bridge में diagonal symmetry case क्या था? Diagonal symmetry means diagonally opposite resistances are same. So if it is 2 ohm and 3 ohm on the one side, on the other side it is opposite. 2 ohm, 3 ohm, on the other side it will be 3 ohm and 2 ohm, and then 5 ohm is supposed here in the bridge. Current that goes in, by using that symmetry logic, the current that goes in through I1, the current should come through 2 ohm only. जो 2 ओम में करंट जाएगी वो 2 ओम के थ्रू आएगी, जो 3 ओम में करंट जाएगी वो 3 ओम के थ्रू आएगी. दैट इज द, सो इफ वी कनेक्ट अ बैटरी हियर, टू कैलकुलेट द इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस हमें कैलकुलेट करना है V by I की वैल्यू. द इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस R equivalent is V by I. We will divide this circuit. I1 में से I2 आगे, so I1 minus I2 is here. I1 minus I2 is the resistance, current resistance 5 ohm. बेटा समझ आ रहा है ये? डायगोनल सिमेट्री व्हीटस्टोन ब्रिज, इसमें डायगोनली अपोजिट रेजिस्टेंसेस सेम है, एंड दैट इज व्हाई डायगोनली अपोजिट रेजिस्टेंसेस में करंट सेम होंगे. So equation for loop 1 and equation for loop 2, हम इन दोनों की इक्वेशन लिखेंगे. I1 and I2 solve करके we can calculate I, and then V by I is equivalent resistance. Loop 1 की equation 2I1 plus 5I1 minus I2 minus 3I2 is 0. So 5 plus 2, 7I1, 7I1 is 8I2. I1 is 8 by 7I2. This is equation number 1. फिर हम एक बाहर वाले लूप के लिए इक्वेशन लिख लेते हैं. इक्वेशन फॉर लूप 2. बाहर वाला लूप मतलब ये बैटरी और पोटेंशियल V, 3 ohm resistor and 2 ohm resistor. Minus V plus 3I2 plus 2I1 is equal to 0. 3I2, I1 को रिप्लेस कर लेते हैं 8 by 7 से. So it become how much? 21 plus 16. 37 by 7 I2 is V. I2 is 7V by 37. I2 is 7V by 37. I1 आ जाएगा 8V by 37. The total current that is delivered from the cell is I1 plus I2. That will be 15V by 37. V by I is 37 by 15, which is the equivalent resistance. ये कुछ cases हम extra करते हैं because this is for J, this is not in the school. Diagonal symmetry Wheatstone is not in the NCERT, but we can use. Right? Okay. So in any circuit, we can solve with the help of Kirchhoff's law. किसी भी सर्किट में करंट निकालना हो, we can use Kirchhoff law. किसी भी सर्किट में equivalent resistance निकालना हो, we can use Kirchhoff law, and so on. So I think we are done with this. All the variety of the circuits, series, parallel, and all the different special cases. Next class we will do the electrical energy, power, meter bridge, and potentiometer. So hopefully by next 2 class we should be able to finish this. So even if Friday we do the meter bridge and potentiometer part, then this chapter will be finished, I guess. So before Monday, I'll also try to finish this chapter so that your school, before your school UT, it should be finished. Okay, right. So ये दोबारा एक बार revise कर लेना. These are the similar type of questions as we have done in the capacitor. Nothing new. Only some more varieties of questions I have taken for consideration. Okay then. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.